Hey boys and lassies, welcome back to my channel. We're back again with another episode of NHL. This time I am playing a tournament, so it's essentially it's World Cup of hockey. I'm playing as Team Canada versus Team Czech Republic. Very interesting week. So far, I found out the President of America, whoever he may be, wants to buy Greenland from Denmark. I didn't even know Denmark owned Greenland. I thought Greenland was its own country. Like it owned its own country before anybody tries to make me sound like a dumbass.
It's a wonderful night for hockey.
But in other news, I also found out that the #1 selling album in the UK, and I know this one because I own the fucking album. Yes! I own the album. Is "We Are Not Your Kind" by Slipknot. #1 in the UK music charts. It's knocked Ed Sheeran and Drake off the #1 list apparently, which I think is fucking awesome.
Marchand's wrist shot was heavy and quick.
Hey, if you've listened to the album, then you understand why. It's a great fucking album.
Really good shot, as you mentioned, Eddie. I think that's one he should probably stop.
The Czechs got that face-off win. Now what? Slid. Oh, and a great opportunity denied by that pass. Moving it to Vlasic. The Canadians want to generate something up the wing. Seeks the corner. Fires. Good save there. On to Plekanec. He's in on an onside play. Chip to McCulloch. Oh, and he robbed him. Terrific determination by Marchand.
Whoop.
Snapped it off.
Yes! What a fucking shot. That was a good fucking shot too. I was about to start talking again. Oh, that was a great fucking shot too. So that's the same guy.
It's not how hard you shoot it, but it's the release that counts, and he snaps it home.
Well, the goaltender wants to be aggressive here, but this is just perfectly delivered.
It's a face-off win. May not seem important
so
in that
much
territory,
shit happening in the US right now as well.
Carried to the
There's more and more mass shootings happening. Every time any country or anyone in the US goes, we should restrict the gun laws. All the crazy people of the US are always like, I have the right to defend my Second Amendment that says I have the right to bear arms. I bet you back in the day when they wrote that, they actually were like, oh yeah, we'll never have guns that shoot more than once, and it don't take almost 2 minutes to fucking load. Nowadays you got guns that'll... There's a shotgun out there, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the AA-12. If I had to take a punt at it, it shoots about 30 rounds in about under a minute. It's like 30 in like 20 seconds or some shit. It shoots about 30 rounds. That might not be correct. Don't hold me to it, but you get the point.
7 minutes played in the first. The Canadians just keep building on that earlier lead. They're up
and half
now
the times,
by 3.
they always, like, you'll see that in American movies where, like, how do British people survive without guns? How do you protect yourself if someone breaks in your house? We do it the way that doesn't mean everyone has a fucking problem with it. Guns have been, the majority of guns in the UK are banned for a reason. It's because of mass shootings, because we have the fucking balls to actually tell people no. It's like those parents you see at fun fairs where their kids kicking and screaming to do something, and that, you just have that yes parent. I hate a yes parent because it's just a parent that doesn't know how to say no. So you have to say no sometimes.
And there'll be a penalty. And we get a penalty. The referee to the table, a player
You gotta say no sometimes.
Team Canada is given a minor here for tripping. Not through.
But it's honestly one of those ones
zone,
where
Carried to the corner
You've
by
got to
Shea
understand
Weber.
that telling people no
Terrific
is sometimes
handoff.
better for them than just saying yes. That's the reason why
Loose puck brought in by Alex
the
Pietrangelo.
President of America is the President of America right
Up
now.
the
Because he
wing,
said
possession
everything they
still
wanted to
with it.
hear.
Shot
And what do
off.
Americans want right now? They want they want as many immigrants
And the puck
out
control
of
by
America as
Plekanec.
possible. Sure. And they want
Gains
all the gun
zone.
laws
He's
to
alone.
stay the
What a
same.
save by Price.
While a lot of the country, well, a good third of the country want the
Pressing
gun
on
laws
with
to
it up the
change
wing.
in such a way that it would
Canada's
mean
back
they
to
don't have
full
to be
strength. They
scared
killed off the penalty.
of
And
hearing about
gathered
another
in by
mass
Jonathan
shooting.
Taves.
Think about it, I'm fed up of hearing that like a
To the
group of
backhand. A
people
great
have just
opportunity, but he
went
missed
in
the
and
net.
shot people
What a great opportunity
all
and
because
prime
of one
scoring
fucking
error
thing.
on the backhand.
Or just
That
because they can.
missed.
Now I understand a lot of people have mental illnesses and that's why they can't handle what they've done. And so that's the only way they feel they can handle it. Sure, that makes sense. That's why you need to extend the gun laws, as in having a better mental
Taken
background check
behind by Taves.
instead of just a criminal background check. Because you can have a clean record and have schizophrenia or schizophrenia, one of the two,
Gains the blue line. He's in.
and still
A shot. Oh, what a chance.
and
there
still be allowed to
denied.
get a
The
gun.
pad flexed out.
If you have the better extended
Knocked right off the stick.
mental check, that would mean that people who really
Corralled
shouldn't be
by
allowed
Hemsky.
near a gun don't
Nice
get
tip of
one.
the pass.
As simple as that. But telling that to somebody who's
Keeps
had
it
a
going
gun
back
since they were
behind the net.
5
Just a
wouldn't
backhand.
understand what the
Big
fuck that
pad
means.
save. Czech Republic's moving it up the wing.
Honestly, like if I'd explained, the guns that are legal in the UK, in Scotland, are sniper
Nicely into the
rifles,
zone.
shotguns,
On through
and
the corner.
some assault rifles.
Turn right
But
away
you
with
have
a
to
poke check
have
by Hemsky.
literally
A shot.
the
Oh,
biggest
what a
excuse
break.
as to
That
why
shot
the
hit
fuck
somebody.
you'd want one of those.
Front of the net. Pitching it to Hemsky.
Because most
Good
people
work
use them
with the stick
for
by
either
Vlasic.
hunting or for pest control.
First period has
Mostly.
come to an end,
The
and
assault
both
rifle, I have no
teams got
fucking
a little
idea.
confidence
But the
out of
sniper and
this.
shotgun is more for
The
hunting
Canadians
and
are up by 2
pest
goals.
control.
Puck dropped
But
and
as
the
simple
clock
as that,
moving
where
in
you
the
try and
second period.
explain to people that
Passing one off now to
guns are never
Voracek.
always the answer
He's
to
alone.
everything.
Great chance denied.
Because I remember when the bombing in Manchester
Goalie makes
happened,
himself look big.
CNN were talking about it, and they had people going, could anybody shoot back? No, because they had no
Tries to
guns.
get it
Guns
on
this,
net.
guns that. It's like,
Right over
bud,
him and couldn't get
the
it
reason
back.
why guns are fucking banned in this country is because of disasters.
Deflected off the blocker.
But all of a sudden, you guys seem to think that the more guns you have, the better the disaster will not happen. There's so many
Into the end of
disasters that have
attack.
happened, and guns haven't
Carries
fucking
it
done
to the
anything.
corner. A backhand shot right out of the textbook. He scores!
And there's plenty of
And that's
fucking
the hat trick.
disasters that have happened
There won't
because
be
of
many on
guns.
the ice,
Like the Las
if
Vegas
any,
shooting.
But he's got 3
One
goals.
of my old work colleagues was in Las Vegas at that specific point. The only difference was he was so full of jet lag, he was so fucking tired, he actually
Team
didn't venture
Canada's got a
out
large
to
lead
the
this game.
area
Let's see if they
that he
can build on
was
it,
thinking about
or whether
going to,
they'll
which
start
was
to get
literally just
conservative.
across the street from where that
Canadians
disaster happened.
control from the neutral zone. Pitching this one to Pasternak.
All of a sudden, because a couple rednecks don't want to have to explain why they can't do what they do, that immediately makes people like Trump go, oh no, I don't think we should change the gun laws, it's part of the Constitution. I bet you half, if maybe even less than half, of the Americans in the US know any of the fucking, that know more than the Second and Fifth Amendment. And even then, that's a maybe.
Carried to the corner by
I've
John
seen
Tavares.
literal
He
people
knifed it away.
saying that they enforce the Constitution and the
Backhander to
amendments
net. Big point
for
blank
getting
save there.
fucking speeding
Seems like he was
tickets.
in too tight on the goaltender.
If you're enforcing a
And he steps
constitution
across the
over getting
line.
a fucking
Sticked
speeding
away.
ticket, and clearly you have no idea how your laws work.
The Canadians have possession through the neutral zone.
I was honestly watching
Around
someone,
through the corner.
and he said, I don't give consent for you to search my vehicle even though you believe there's
Great
weed in
ball
here.
grab.
Police don't need consent. If they
Directing
have
that one to
probable
Pasternak.
cause, they can search your vehicle whether you
The
fucking
Canadians
like it
up
or
the
not.
wing are moving the
As
puck.
simple as that.
Forcing the goalie
But there's
to
so many
train left and
morons
then
out there
run.
in
Shifts to the backhand
this
and shoots.
day and age
Great pad
that
stop.
people will just say anything and think it's
One word
okay.
of advice, when you're pushing and shoving like that, you better be ready to drop the gloves.
And for sure, the task is taken here.
There you go,
Down he
knocked
goes
his ass
on the
out.
10-point must system.
Honestly,
It's an easy call.
There's nobody in here surprised with that.
I'm not saying that Americans should ban guns altogether. Sure, guns can be a good thing for certain things. But I'm just saying maybe restricting the laws to a certain point where there won't be literal...
Czech Republic
My
is up the
mom
wing,
went to
setting
New
things
York,
up.
I think it was 2-3 years ago,
To Pietrangelo.
and she said every single day on the New York news there was another shooting,
Behind the net.
and she was asking a local, like, oh my God, that's terrible. And the person said, not that big a deal, happens every day. If you are getting so used to hearing another person or another group of people are being killed, that's a sign that you're so numb to disaster that you have no fucking idea what disaster is anymore.
Shoots one. He scores! Jonathan Taves. Team Canada has been able to build
I don't mean to
a
shit on
lead
people, but
based on having the puck more often.
there's
Czechs get it
being
off the face-off.
there's being considerate, there's being concerned, and then there's being just
Poke check. A breakaway.
inconsiderate. As simple as that.
Propelled to Marchand.
Concerned is me worrying about people breaking into my house. That's concern. Inconsiderate is me thinking only about myself and what rights that I apparently have to the whole. That I apparently I'm supposed to own because a guy in a fluffy white wig from 500 years ago said I was supposed to have it.
Not blow this puck past the net.
And so out of that, to no one's surprise, we're going to have a scrap.
He was looking for some attention, and he's gonna get it.
Big roundhouse and the decision.
Both those guys got some big punches in, but the last one was the best one.
Bergeron's taken the worst of that fight, and he's not going to the penalty box. He's headed back to the locker room with the trainer.
Over 4 minutes left to go in the period. You can see momentum in this game. It has shifted, and it is expanding even more. The advantage is 4 goals. Slid to Plekanec. In all alone. Oh, tremendous stuff. They score. What a goal for Team Czech Republic. Team Canada's got another face-off win. Moves it to the corner. Possession taken up. Wonderful save. What a skill level there.
You talk about cutting down the angle, perfectly executed by the goaltender.
One weapon that's banned in this country is pistols. It's banned because anyone who's a big fan of tennis will know that Andy Murray's school was shot up when he was... I remember he actually attended that school at the time. But the school he went to was shot up by a guy who had 1 or 2 pistols. And so the government banded together and banned pistols. And also they added locked doors, so it meant you couldn't get through you couldn't just enter the school without somebody buzzing you in.
40 minutes have been played. They are getting ready for the third period here. So take us
Hearing
back through the game. What do you think, Eddie?
doesn't make you
Team
think
Canada's up, Doc, here with a
something needs to be
solid
done.
lead,
Something
but they know that their opponent's going to come
needs to
after
be
them.
done about
so let's
this.
see how they play it. Will they be
You're just
defensive
going,
first,
well,
or look to add
wasn't
to the
me.
lead that they
I don't
have?
need to worry about it. Wasn't nobody I knew. Don't need to worry about it.
Fires.
I literally, I think it was a school, I think it was a shop, I think it was a supermarket. I can't remember how long ago it was shot up. The guy was mostly aiming for people of the Latino race, if I'm correct, correctly.
Even bigger lead.
A woman died holding her, protecting her child
That is fortunate.
And her husband died as well. That is, I think it was like, I think they had like 2 or 3 kids. That's about 2, 3 kids that are now orphans because a guy went in and shot Superman, all because he didn't like foreign people.
Skating with it now.
Only that,
Trying to go to Crosby.
America's one of the few countries like, oh, we should accept people for who we are. How can you say that when you're in such a country that has people
on the outside, a shot.
using the very weapons you want to fight for,
and he freezes for the whistle,
as a pawn to fight against people who have just as many rights to be in that country as they do.
The Czechs with a clean win on the draw. Keeps it going behind the goalie. Lets a shot fly. Got the iron with the shot. And a save there. Lets it go. He scores! Taves.
Seriously though, it's one of those
Goalie to the
things
bench. Substitution
that make me question in the world if we're ever if we're not just slowly spiraling into a world where we're not going to recognize anything anymore. Where basic human thought and decency is just going to be a thing of the past, like the polar bear or the polar ice cap. They're eventually going to be a thing in the past as well. But I'd like to hope that at least I'd be able to outlive that.
Czech Republic's in control as they travel up the wing.
Am I going to have to put that common human decency also died along with the polar bears and the polar ice caps? I'd like to hope not.
Taken behind by O'Reilly. Fires. They score! 3 straight goals. Canada's goal has taken them to an even larger lead on a night that they have had the offense going. 3rd period of play. Big drive. Marvelous save. A great chance was no chance.
9 minutes, 28 seconds.
And the puck is grabbed by Getzlaff. Gets across, looks over his options. Breakaway. Acrobatic stop by Price. Just wide. Laid on to Baxa. Didn't have time, but he saved it anyway.
A quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
Looking to Baxa. Heading down low. Still no shot. Back to the blue line. A shot. Big save. Driving through center ice. It's an onside play. Paddled aside. The Czech Republic's controlling the play in the defensive zone. Pitching it to Voracek. Nice standing poke check by Shea Weber. Moved along and in. Just a backhand. That one blocked. Oh, wonderful play. Keeps it going back behind the net. Shoots. Just missed the net.
My dad once told me, Doc, if you don't hit the net, you can't score.
I'm sure a lot of you are thinking,
Snapped up by
in the
Voracek.
comment section, that well, I'm a foreigner. I don't actually live in that country. I don't respect how
Gets in,
you
looks
live,
over his options
but
here.
I may not live in America, and I may not know what it's like to have a gun.
So we're into the lap. He won't avoid
Is that
something
really
for
that
doing
big a
that.
deal?
And so they are going at it right now. The star being protected. The scrap is over.
Oh my
and
God,
now the
it really
penalties
is not
for sure.
glass down.
Maybe repairs.
Really not much to be determined yet. This game's a blowout.
Team
I
Canada's got
understand
it off the
that
draw at
everybody
center.
feels like they need something to protect
Looks from
themselves.
the
Yeah,
corner.
sure. Absolutely.
Good hand to eye.
But do I
And the reach
think
of the
that
stick.
something that once was something to protect yourself, but now is that people have taken that was a luxury, now think it's a necessity, or accessory, one of the two.
He's all alone.
Having a gun's not really a luxury. It's not really a necessity. It's a luxury.
Up the wing and still with it. Hughes now picked up.
It's like having a mobile, or
He's got this one, and they're after him.
or any sort of
Goaltender pass.
handheld device. It's not really a necessity. It's a luxury to have those types of things.
And that concludes the first preliminary round game in this World Cup of
I think
Hockey.
some people forget
First game of
that
this preliminary stage
how
of the
life
World
works.
Cup of Hockey is over. Great game here tonight, Doc, and this is shaping up to be an exciting tournament.
Alright, boys and lasses, I'm gonna leave that here. If you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below if you have any pressing matters that you think I should bring up in any future video. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Goodbye.